Hey everybody, QG here. Okay, I've had time to let this sit a bit, calm myself down a little bit, and now I'm ready to analyze this trailer to the best of my ability. So, let's see what exactly we can spot in this trailer. I'm going to be counting characters as well, just to see who all is currently accounted for and who isn't. Alright, let's get into this trailer. So, it starts off with NAS1 gameplay, so not much to go over there. However, this part is definitely from the second game. Looks like they slipped it in, potentially. I mean, it's gotta be, right? Like, this is an updated visuals. So, okay, so what I can see here is that's Reptar, that's Leonardo, that's Lincoln. So those three are accounted for. That looks like the first game. Squidward, obviously. It's the meme. Okay, so looks like the first stage we can see is the King Neptune's like arena from that one episode of SpongeBob where it's SpongeBob and King Neptune having a cook-off. That's what it looks like anyways.
Everybody's an idiot except for me.
Obviously a reference to the handsome Squidward. Playing that. Ren and Stimpy caught them there. Logo drop, of course. Okay, then we got April with a new look at Technodrome, I can only assume. Garfield on what I believe is Harmonic Convergence. SpongeBob on Technodrome again. Ooh, this one. I'm not sure on this one. So that's Squidward using the Band Geeks thing to hit Cora, but I can't tell what stage that would be. Let me look at this again. Something about it does look familiar. I want to say that's an Avatar stage, but I'm not positive. It does look familiar, though, but I can't place why. This is obviously a Jimmy Neutron stage. It looks like, that's fun, actually. It looks like the characters got shrunken down inside his lab. That's clever, because that was the way Jimmy, like, escaped from his house in, like, the first movie. That's a fun callback. Burping soda, of course, good reference. Squidward using his artiste skills to hit Rocco and Aang, so they're also in. A new look at the Flying Dutchman stage, so safe to assume old stages are coming back. Lucy's using an attack on Squidward. Yep, pretty much. Okay, and then Aang is using an attack on SpongeBob. On the previously mentioned King Neptune Arena stage, which looks awesome, might I add. Or no, this isn't. I'm sorry, this isn't the King Neptune stage. This is Fry Cook Games. Yeah, that's what this is, I think. Yeah, because it's the, like, burger. This is the one where SpongeBob and Patrick, like, fought and stuff. So, yeah, that's a cool callback. Okay, Harmonic Convergence again. This time with Patrick and Rocco. This looks like a new version of Lucy's stage. I don't remember the name. Graveyard, something like that. We see Aang and Ren and Stimpy again. This is... Oh my goodness. This is definitely... Crap, what was the name of it? It's Aang's stage. I don't remember the exact name. It's drawing a blank. Temple? Something like that. That's his stage. Definitely an updated look. We saw Squidward and April there. I can't really tell what... That's obviously his previous neutral special when he's over 100%. I can't really tell what Squidward did there. It's a little too fast. The Krakatoa. Okay, so it looks like the Band Geeks thing might actually be an alt. So that's cool. And then, of course, he's got his Krakatoa, I assume is a taunt. Back to the stage. I still can't tell what it is. It looks like Avatar or potentially Korra, though. Okay, this is a new look at what I can only imagine is Rooftop Rumble. We see Garfield and SpongeBob here. Oh man, this looks like an improved version or adjusted version of Sewer Slam, I think the name was. We also see Jenny and Nigel. Donatello reveal, awesome to see him. alongside Danny, again on Technodrome. Squidward, once again on Temple. I presume this is a taunt. This one. I don't know what stage this is, now that I'm looking at it. This is an attack stage, is it? No, surely not. This is... Maybe it's another Wild Thornberry stage? I'm not sure on this one, actually. But yeah, we see Nigel pull out boxing gloves, maybe? To hit Lucy. Ren and Stimpy, it's an improved animation of Ren, like, slamming Stimpy on... Oh, I couldn't tell who that was. Who's that? Looks like Zim, I think. All-Star Brawl is back. Look at that updated visual, and that's also confirmation Rooftop Rumble is that. Yeah. There is a new and improved Urka and Armada. Looks like it's more Smashville themed now. Improved visuals on Danny, Nigel again. Is Cora back? Oh my god, that was a very split-second thing. That definitely looks like Vlad's castle. That's the only thing I can assume this is. Look, another glimpse at Aang again. Man, can I do that like frame by frame? Hold on. I feel like I'm seeing other stuff there too. I'm gonna slow this down real slow, like. Ren and Stimpy and Nigel. Okay, so still nothing really new. It looked like she was doing some type of super attack, though. Which is a thing now, by the way. We're going to get to that in a bit, but that is a confirmed thing now, is super attacks. Okay, I think we already saw this, didn't we? Just from a different angle. Raphael reveal as well here. Looks like he does a bunch of spin attacks, which is really cool. Again, back to the Lucy stage. Looks nice. Let me slow that down again, see if I can... Is that SpongeBob? Actually, I can't tell who that is. Let me look again, nice and slow to see here. Okay, that's April. She's hitting Squidward, Aang, and Danny. Actually. Oh, that looks like a new attack from Aang. Okay, SpongeBob and Patrick. Looks like Patrick has his Barnacle Boy costume, and SpongeBob has the #1 hat back.
Here's a one-way ticket to rock.
Looks like he's got improved specials. Interesting looking here. The characters look really small compared to the stages. I don't know if that's just me or not, though. Campaign. Oh, yeah, the new campaign. So, yeah, it looks like characters are going to get transported from world to world. I don't know if Conch Street is going to be a stage, but it definitely looks like this is the start of, like, a actual story mode, which is awesome. I love that we're getting a story mode in this game. Like, an actual story mode. Looks like we got Patrick, too. Ooh, where is this, though? That's a good question. We got a glimpse at, like, a tree there. Star. This could just be a generic stage. Back to that, like, temple-looking thing again. I still can't tell what that is. SpongeBob looks good here. Zim. Reptar again. The kitchen stage from Ren and Stimpy's back, so presumably Powdered Toast Man is too. Once again, another look at the, you know, the Sewer Slam stage with Raphael. I am worried about that. I did notice that he uses a move that I've definitely seen Shredder do. And as far as I can tell in this trailer, Shredder is not in it. So I don't know if he got cut or if they just doubled up on moves or something. Looks like we have items back. You see the Rugrats ball again. There's Nigel and Zen going at it. Lucy, again, this looks like another glimpse at like a super attack. This is probably Patrick's. That's where the leak comes from. The rock slam. Dollars. Oh, yep. And then here comes Jimmy, the other big character reveal of this trailer. Same stage as before. I'm wondering if this is like his regular jump or if this is his recovery. Not sure yet. That's his intro, obviously. That's probably Squidward's. Looks like we got grabs and throws this time around, like proper ones. Looks like April has a darker skinned attire here. It looks like Jimmy canceled an attack into an attack there. I can't quite tell what that is. Definitely looks familiar. Whatever it is, looks kind of icy. Up. SpongeBob and Squidward going at. That looked like another new attack. It looked really cool. The announcer sounds the same, surprisingly. Didn't expect that. I love that. That looked awesome. And then we get a very, very brief look at the UI here. So, oh man. Jimmy's profile icon should probably be bigger. Squid looks good here, though. Obviously, this is like a test thing. Squidward the CPU. This looks nice, though. Yeah, really my only complaint is that Jimmy's icon should definitely be bigger. Otherwise, this looks really nice. It looks like the UI is definitely improved and has budget. The game in general just looks like it has a budget behind it now. And then once again, finally, the logo drop. And then we get IGN's things in the way. I wonder if I can turn those off. Doesn't look like it. So I'm going to go find a trailer that doesn't cover that just so I can look at it real quick. I do want to say a quick note here while I'm looking for this other trailer. We do get a glimpse at the true box art. It looks like that leak was legit. We see that the silhouettes are not actually new characters. We see Lucy, we see April, we see Rocco, and we see Aang. So, yeah. I guess that kind of clears up stuff. Why they decided to cover up characters that we already knew about, I'm not, or were already in the game before, I don't know. But, I don't know. I guess that's nice. It's full of a bunch of popular characters, which is good. And I think it looks a lot better now that we can actually see it in full glory as well. And not how, like, the leaked format. Yeah, I was unable to find a proper version of that trailer that has the, like, suggested videos out of the way. But I did have this IGN article, which does reveal a little bit more info. Developers Ludosity and Fairplay Labs, so we know they're back, and publisher Game Mill Entertainment have announced Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, a sequel to 2021's hit 4-player Super Smash Bros. Melee-like multiplayer brawler. It's due out later this year for Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, and PC via Steam. Game Mill promises, in short, bigger, better, and more. More characters, more stages, and more modes, plus a new campaign, full crossplay for all platforms, voice acting for every playable character, new mini-games, which is an interesting one, improved graphics, and more. Take a look at the announcement trailer above and the first screenshots in the image gallery below. So let's go ahead and look at some of these screenshots just to see if there's anything else new here. Better look at the stage. We already saw that. We already saw that. Saw that already. Yeah, pretty much saw that. I did notice, I forgot to mention it, Rocco uses like his Suck-O-Matic, presumably as part of his grab now, which is nice. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything new there outside of the trailers. But then we get to this last section here, which is what I wanted to talk about. In the single-player campaign, you'll be aiming to stop Danny Phantom bad guy Vlad Plasmius from conquering the Nickelodeon universe. Gameplay in all modes will also now include new supers, which as the name suggests are ultra-powerful moves that can swing the match in your favor if used strategically. See how many characters you can pick out in the trailer at the top of this page, and stay tuned to IGN in the weeks and months to come for much more on Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. So yeah, looks like the leaks were true. Vlad is in this game. The way they phrase it, I don't know if that means he's actually playable or if he really is just a campaign boss, but it is cool that he's in the game at all. So the last thing I want to touch on here while I got y'all's attention is that I went looking over this trailer. Obviously, we watched it, went over it over and over it. And I can conclude that I have seen 20 characters so far, including the newcomers. The characters I've seen are SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Lincoln, Lucy, Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, April, Reptar, Aang, Cora, Danny, Jimmy, Ren and Stimpy, Rocco, Nigel, Zim, Jenny, and Garfield. However, there are 9 characters that have been unaccounted for. Those being Sandy, Michelangelo, although if we know we're getting 3 out of the 4 turtles, it's probably safe to assume we're getting Michelangelo. We haven't literally seen him yet. Shredder, Toph, Hugh, Powdered Toast Man, Oblina, Helga, and CatDog so far are not accounted for in any info that we've seen so far. Here's hoping that they are actually in the game, but so far, based on what we can see, I don't know. It's not... I mean, I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm sure it's very possible they are in the game, but it is cause for concern that we're probably this close to release and we haven't gotten confirmation that every character is back yet, you know? That being said, if this is the cut list, man, I don't know. Like, it wouldn't be ideal, but in a cast where you're, like, if they really had to make cuts, I can understand, like, 4 of these. Those being Sandy, Shredder, Toph, and Powder Toast Man. Even if I really want them to stick around, like, if you had to cut 4 characters, those are probably the 4 I would cut, too. But it'd be a real shame if we lost Hugh, Oblina, Helga, and CatDog. I don't think we will, but it'd be a shame if we did. Hey everybody, QG here. So I just finished doing the trailer analysis video when I realized the website's actually been updated, so we can actually analyze this some. So, the Brawl is back. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 is bigger and better than ever, with all new gameplay, campaign, characters, voiceover, modes, and more. We have a video here that I have not watched yet. I will save that for in a little bit. Interesting to see that the renders seem to be the same here. I don't know what that's about. But we also have new character renders. Love that. I don't know what this 1-1 here is. Maybe it's like pages. But yeah, these are some really nice renders. I'm so happy we get more of these. It looks like so far they just have Garfield, Squidward, Rocco, Jenny, SpongeBob, Zim, and Reptar. But I'm sure there's going to be more of them. I'm going to zoom this out. I think it's getting in the way. Oh my goodness, they're way bigger now. Okay. More info coming soon. Jump to an all-new original story featuring roguelike mechanics, minigames, new... Original story featuring roguelike mechanics. That's an interesting detail. Minigames, that's also an interesting detail. New arcade mode. Boss rush. So there will be bosses. That's awesome. Man, this is like having everything we could possibly want. Like, yeah, wow. Duke it out with new super abilities, refined mechanics, new offensive and defensive options, and a fresh new take on platform fighting gameplay. Legendary voice acting talent brings new and returning characters from your favorite shows to the Brawl with all new playstyles and abilities. From a new online experience including crossplay and updated lobby systems to new costumes, unlockable rewards, and improved training mode, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 is bigger and better than ever. Okay, I'm ready. Give me this video. I want to see what's going on here. Or wait, is there... Wait, so then what's the thumbnail from? Oh, I guess that's it. Huh. So it's just that thumbnail that we gotta see. Well. I can't click on anyone. Yeah, okay. So there's nothing else really here, I guess. But... oh, man. We get this little loading sequence. I guess I can show you guys that. And then I guess we can get a closer look at this. So, yeah, it's weird that they're using the Nick Brawl 1 renders here. I don't know if this is just an older screenshot or something. The characters look so much better. The stages look better. Everything looks better here. It looks like you activate this super with left trigger and A, and it looks like there's 3 levels to it. That's interesting. Oh, man. I'm so excited for this game. Hey everybody, so right when I thought I was done, I decided to click the pre-order now section, and we got the full box art. We also have other very, very interesting stuff to detail here. So there's the full box art. We also, so the base edition is going to be $50. Physical base edition pre-orders available at your favorite retailer. Digital pre-orders available later this fall. Then we have a deluxe edition, which is going to include the base edition plus a season pass, which we'll get to that in a second. Then it has an Ultimate Edition, which is a digital-only edition that includes the Deluxe Edition, plus one exclusive bonus costume for each character. Pre-orders available later this fall. These are the retail places you can get it at starting tomorrow. And then this is our Season Pass. We already have confirmation on this. It's going to have 4 characters plus costumes released throughout 2024 and a premium SpongeBob costume available at launch. So, safe to assume I'm getting the Ultimate Edition. Like, that's happening. I am going to get that. Man. It's awesome that it has crossplay, which means I can just get it on one platform this time. I'll probably end up getting it on 2, because I'll want it on PC and, whatever my console of choice ends up being, I guess. Oh, man, I'm excited for this. But anyways, that's it. Peace.